Hey guys, it's SFP here again, and welcome to another episode of my FIFA 16 Morecambe Career Mode, episode number 3. And we are finally starting off the season here, and we have our first game. Or are we actually? Never mind, I believe we actually already started our season. It's been a long day, guys. It's been a long day, and I'm hoping you guys are enjoying your Monday, or whatever is left of it. And we have our first game here against AFC Wimbledon. And again, we are going to face the likes of Akin Fenwa. We did pretty well the first time in the Open, excuse me, not the Open, the Capital One Cup. And I'm hoping that will be the same thing here against them yet again, but this time for the Football League 2. And as we go off on this, guys, I'd like to give a personal shout out here, and he didn't ask for it, but my good friend here, Football FC, actually just got his version of FIFA, and he's starting NFC Barcelona. I believe there's already 2 episodes out there, so make sure to check him out. I'll leave a link to his channel in the description down below. Again, if you liked my Barcelona career mode, so far I've seen a couple of his videos for the career mode, and they've been going really well so far. I think he won the pre-season tournament, and so he has a nice influx of cash, and he has uh, nice short list actually of players that he's trying to bring onto the team. And I would say which players they are, but where would the fun in that be? So go check out his channel. Again, I'll leave it in the description down below. And that is it for my announcements, I guess. And this will be the first game against AFC Wimbledon. And here an opportunity for Miller. Miller, who is our best striker at the moment. He has the ball. He goes for the shot, and what a close opportunity there. But the goalkeeper here for AFC Wimbledon gets the last laugh, unfortunately, for our sake. Now we have a corner kick, and nothing will come of it. As per usual, we don't seem to have much luck in the corner kick department. Anyways, that's it for the first half. 0-0 so far. It's not exactly what I wanted. And here I think I'm pondering about making changes. Then I soon realized that I have somewhat of a short squad right now, too short for my taste, which is why I'm going to make a couple of substitutions, or not substitutions, but acquisitions before this transfer season ends. And here we have Beanley, excuse me, our right back with a shot, and again, not exactly up to par with what I've been wanting to have this season so far, but he's a right back. I don't expect much out of him. If he would have actually made it, that would have been very impressive, and he would have had my props. Here we have Miller trying to go for the ball, and that, I believe, guys, is the last play of the game, and we get a 0-0 draw so far. Another clean sheet for Roach, which so far has been very impressive. I've been very happy with his contribution and his play so far. I actually thought about selling him just because he's one of our most valued players, and he would have fetched a pretty penny. But anyways, speaking about acquisitions, I'm going to do more interested in doing these acquisitions right now. As you can see, most of it is just defensive. I have 2 goalkeepers, a left back and a right back, and I believe a center back as well. And before you guys may be wondering, why am I just focusing on the defensive portion? I'm not actually. I'm just going for the best players available, and so far on the free agent list, these players are the best players available. And they're actually not far off from my starting 11. I know for the right back position, I believe my players around the late 50s or higher 50s. So who knows? Maybe Saavedra can actually overcome that position and take it over and make it his own. As for Ferrer, he actually will be maybe third or fourth right now, but you know, at his age, he could probably grow into that position. And then Castillo, he would, I think, automatically be number 2 here in the left back position. My other left back, Wilson, is maybe 5 overalls higher, but he's getting up there in age, so it's nice to have some sort of backup just in case I decide to sell him maybe either this season or the next one. And you have a training stint, and then we see here that options were declined, or the contracts that I sent over were declined, except for Contreras. I didn't give him a role, and so I'm not surprised that many of the players here decided to not sign with me. So now that I have accepted the signings for the goalkeepers, I'm going back for these 3 players and giving them some sort of squad role here, and I'm gonna go mostly for sporadic and see if they accept that role. Obviously, I don't want to put a role that is unrealistic for them, and I don't want them to be unhappy. That's one of the things I like about my career was I tend to have a nice variation. I tend to substitute my players and give everyone a nice rotation, and so that keeps most people happy. Unfortunately, that's not always the case, especially when you have players that are important or have the idea that they have an important role, and so that tends to complicate a few things. But at this moment, I think I might foresee that happening maybe towards the end of the season. Someone will be unhappy, they will want to be sold, or if it's one of these younger lads here, they'll probably ask for a loan option here. But so far, everything seems to be going well. Some of the players did reject it again, and so I'm going now for squad rotation. Hopefully, they will accept it now because I do not want them to be important players. To be honest, I don't foresee them being important players, at least not in this stage of their career. Maybe once they get higher up in the levels, I might consider that as an option. But right now, that's not the case. And now we have the next Capital One Cup, and we're going to Burnley against Burnley at Turf Moor. And this is something that I've been doing differently actually, because usually when it comes to these cup games, I use my starting 11, the best that I have, the best 11. On this circumstance, I'm actually doing the opposite. I'm going with my B team, and this might pose a problem for me because uh, I am fairly confident with my A team. My B team, not so much, hence why they're the B team. But right now, I'm putting emphasis on the league itself. I might not do that come next season if I get promoted. And I know I'm counting my chickens before they hatch, but I foresee getting promoted. Whether I'm number 1, 2, or 3, that's to be decided. But should I get promoted, let's say, because I don't want to sound cocky, but should I get promoted, I do want to win the JP trophy, or the J Paint trophy. I forget what the other trophy is, but I want to win it before I lose that option too, because it's always for the lower league teams. And here we start off on the wrong footing as Burnley gets the first goal here in front of their home crowd. But I gotta say, what a good structured goal here. They see give and go, and to be honest, my goalkeeper should have had that. It wasn't exactly, no one was blinding him, no one was covering his point of view there. He could have had it, but I guess maybe the shot itself, the potency, the strength, the speed of the ball was too much for my goalkeeper to bear, and I believe it's Jones who will get the first goal here in this game. And here we have another opportunity, and what a close one. I believe that was Joey Barton, actually. Number 13, Joey Barton. And this is what I call realistic, guys. Very, very realistic. But luckily for us, though, we didn't get punished that time. And in the last, the last play of the game, of the half here, and we are going to the locker room, going down a goal, and I'm here tempted to make substitutions, but all my players are exhausted, and hence why I really need those new players to come up soon. And here we sneak one past Forrester with a shot, and Forrester, the low knee, gets the equalizer here, and I am stunned just like the fans are. The stadium is quiet. My little contingent fan base that actually made the trip all the way to Turf Moor is ecstatic. As you can see, they're right behind the goal. They were giving the goalkeeper hell, and I took advantage of it. What a nice slotted goal there. And too bad Forrester's actually just a loanee. I think he's on a short loan actually, so I don't foresee him being on this team for that much longer. Anton Forrester. That is the equalizing goal. And here is where I made my mistake, guys, because I was pushing for the second one when tactically it would have been smarter to play for the draw and push for PKs. But I wanted to be a little bit more proactive, and I risked a little bit more, and you can see by that most of my players were up for were upfield, and so when they made that transition to the counter attack, they caught me flat-footed, and Boyd slots in the second one for Burnley, and that kind of puts a damper on my party here. Thanks a lot, George Boyd. And here in the last seconds, as you can see, nothing resulted from it, and we are eliminated from the Capital One Cup, which I'm not too concerned about. I don't think we even win money, or we earn money as we progress to the Capital One Cup, which is a darn shame. And I know I went through this again in my previous video, but I wish they had that option yet again. Anyways, we get some players who are interested in signing now, so I'm going to sign in Saavedra and Ferrer. But there's still one more player who apparently declined his contract, and I believe that's the left back Castillo. Joao Castillo. And I think for his sake, I am going to go with important. And I hope this does not bite me in the ass in the future, but I think I'm ready to make, at some point either this season or the next, I'm ready to make that transition from from Wilson to Castillo. Because right now, Wilson, I believe, is 28, and he's about to hit 29 coming up, either by the end of the season or the next one. As you can see here, we actually have some internationals here, 2 Bolivian players and 1 Ecuadorian player who's going on international duty. I actually might sell Wilson, whether it's the end of the season or the next one. But he will be sold at some point because I have to make sure I take advantage of the amount that he's worth right now in his prime, because as we all know, when players age, their value decreases. Anyways, and here we have our last match of the video, and this one is against I'm forgetting now. I think it's Plymouth, but we will see here, and I'm pretty sure I'm dead wrong, but we will see. Anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed this video, and I think it is Plymouth. I actually got it right. I hope your festivities went well, guys, whether you celebrate Hanukkah, Christmas, or Kwanzaa, and any other holidays that I'm forgetting at the moment. I do apologize for that. And I hope you guys are excited for the new year as well. It's 2016. It's weird to think about it, actually. 2016 is basically here. There's a couple more days left. Remember, I will be uploading a video for New Year's Eve and New Year's Day. I'll obviously preload that because I'll be busy staying up, and considering I'm over 21, I will be partaking in some adult beverages. And by adult beverages, I mean like Sunny D or something. But you guys know what I mean. Anyways, enough about that just random crap that I'm talking about. Let us proceed with the game against Plymouth Argyle. And here we see Carey, with a left-footed curler of a free kick. But while it beats my wall, it also beats the goal here. So, fortunately for him, that wasn't exactly the way he wanted it to go. And here we have another attack from Plymouth, and Plymouth slotted in the back of the net. And what a great goal that is. And I'm a little ticked off because I wanted Morecambe, I wanted Morecambe to get the clean sheet, but I wanted Barry to get the clean sheet and basically become a legend here in this league here. I mean, he's obviously a leader on the field, and I know he's one of the best goalkeepers in this league. Actually, I'd have to double check that, but I think that's the case here. I know he has this special comment when you check the squad report, and I can't remember what it was at the moment, but Ruben Reed has the first goal here in the game, and we're off to a deficit. Here we have Miller with an opportunity. He cuts back, he goes for the shot, and the goalkeeper there makes a great save, and we are denied what will be our first opportunity at goal by Walton. You see by the replay what a great opportunity that Miller had. And it should have been finished, to be quite honest. Maybe he should have slotted it lower, but I guess there's no use crying over spilled milk. Here we have Miller yet again. And Miller will not miss this time. And as the half is about to close, we get the equalizer, and that's gonna put it's gonna put a change in the momentum of the game actually, because it was all Plymouth, and then after that goal, we kind of woke up a little bit and kind of got more opportunities here, or at least made some of them count. And this one will be big for us, as, like I said, they're psychologically gonna go with their heads down, and will be uh, poised to basically continue this run at the start of the second half. And I believe this is the last opportunity, and that is half, guys. We have a 1-1 draw, and like I said, we're basically carrying all the momentum right now, and we're going to have to keep pushing and hopefully finish that comeback. Here you have Carey with another free kick. This one was worse than the first one, though. This one wasn't even close. The first one was at least somewhat preoccupied me, or somewhat worried me here, but this one was just so off. I don't know why it even deserves a replay, but anywho, Roach is going to put it back in play. And here we have Miller. Miller actually beats his defender in pace, which is Hartley, I believe. And Miller slots it in the back and beats Walton yet again. And this is the second goal of the game. And I think Miller's going to be our go-to guy when it comes to goals. And here we see the pace that Miller has. And he's not even that quick, to be quite honest. But I think that the finisher was just so slow. His strength must have been very low compared to Miller's, because he tries to push him off, but to no avail. And Miller, with that nice driven shot, gives us the lead, or at least a temporary lead. It's the lead we've been wanting, but don't deserve right now. And that was my poor attempt at quoting The Dark Knight. But anyways, here you have Ellison. Old man Ellison with another shot. And he gets to the third goal here, and I think we just opened the floodgates with that Miller goal. And you will see what a great slotted pass by, I believe it's Murphy. And Ellison slots it right, top right corner. And in the back of the net, swoosh. And I think that puts the game out of reach for Plymouth. I don't think I've ever conceded 2 goals in the league so far, so I don't see that happening anytime soon. Here we have DeVitt. And DeVitt makes it 4-1. And here's, you see by the replay, Fleming with a nice pass, and DeVitt kind of just toe pokes it and beats the goalkeeper. And that's 4-1, guys. I don't know what to say. I want to say I'm ecstatic, but I don't think my voice actually portrays that. But at the moment, at least when I had the game going, I was extremely happy, because defensively I've always been sound. I've never had a problem with that. But usually in the offensive side, I'm not exactly prolific. I don't exactly excel or exceed expectations. So the fact that I can get 4 goals in a game, anytime I can get that, actually, I'm very happy about it. Anyways, as we see here, the other scores for the other games. And I will leave you guys with a few things, and this is the first, the last actually training simulation here, and Thompson actually gets a boost, and so does Keller. So that is, again, exciting. My youngsters are actually growing, and that's great, because whether I use them or not, I think is irrelevant. At worst case scenario, I'm going to sell them, and so by doing these training simulations, they'll actually be worth more. So I know some of you guys aren't exactly happy with me training these lower players, but that's always been a thing with me, where I want to train the younger players. I want to get my weak players stronger, and so I do apologize if that kind of irritates you guys, but that's kind of how this career mode will go, at least for the foreseeable future. And speaking about foreseeable future, I'm showing you guys the squad report for this new month here. And some of the players have grown fairly nicely, actually. Contreras has grown. I don't even think I played him, or if I did, I played him once. You see there, Keller has grown by 5, which is, again, amazing, especially considering we're still early on in the season. And now here, guys, I will leave you with this last thing here, which is the player contracts. I'm going to renew some player contracts, and hopefully all of them will accept. I don't think I'm too into the season to have them complain about whether their squad roll is too small or not. But anyways, that's gonna be it for this video, guys. I'm leaving myself enough time to actually say these things. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. Please subscribe to my channel if you're interested in this career mode. Follow me on Twitter at SFP Soccer Show and on Twitch at SFP Gaming. If you have any comments, please let me know or leave them in the comment section down below, whether you like it, what things I can improve on. All feedback is greatly appreciated. Just make it constructive, guys. And I will see you guys tomorrow for the next video. Peace out, and I'll see you guys later. Bye.